Documents that we have. They need to be adjusted accordingly so that they can work in tandem with what we have now and to implement alongside what I have intended for this group since I created the very group you stand in right now over 2 years ago. Working with what the best of what we have now, along with what was intended, will ensure that this group flourishes for hopefully many years to come, with many more Grand Masters after myself. Starting with one of the most important things that never got implemented for a long time. The term Advanced Jedi Knight. I assume you're all familiar with it. If you are, say yes in chat. Alright. For those of you that don't know already, Advanced Jedi Knight was just meant as a placeholder, put in place by the first Grand Master, Bredo. A little bit of backstory on Bredo is that he was Lord Holster Tully of House Riverrun in the Riverlands, the border castle to House Lannister, mine, in the Westerlands, a long time ago in a genre far, far away. Eventually, after making the Jedi Order, we needed a new first edition Grand Master that I couldn't do myself, so I brought him in to take the position. And he did the best that he could. However, he got into an accident, and he couldn't finish what he started. So, from that moment forward, the Advanced Jedi Knight has become something set in stone that we have been unable to break ourselves out of. You see, it's just a placeholder. It was meant to be expanded upon, because without expanding upon it, you have no buffer between Knight and Master. The way a group could function to the best of its ability is having a type of CR role. You got LRs, which are the Padawans, for example. You got MRs, which are the Knights. CRs stand for command roles or command ranks, and then HRs is like the Jedi High Council and Masters, for example. Even though the Jedi functions differently from most groups, the intention is combining the MRs with the CRs together in unison by using these three path systems that are now allied to the main group: the Counselors, the Sentinels, and the Guardians. So moving forward, all people who earn the rank of Knight will have to choose which path they want to be in, because they can't progress to Master without it. This puts in a buffer system and gives us opportunities so we can teach people the burden of command, how to teach people how to do raids properly, how to have confidence and character in what you speak, the formations that you give and commands that you give others, yada yada blah blah. So essentially adding more complex trainings, not just for low ranks, but also for our future command ranks to come. Any questions on this? Now is the time to ask, and you can ask in VC if you wish. No questions. Okay. Moving forward then. So, all of the people in the call that are ranked Master and above, I would ask if we can all work together. I'm going to give the floor to all of you to work as a big group effort in the voice chat so we can look through the current documents that we have and see how we can retrofit and update them accordingly, so that these new concepts being implemented can be working alongside in tandem with the old. So pick the first one, Jack, whatever you wish on your screen. How can we rework this so it can have the new systems in place? If all of you aren't watching his stream, do so now. Because this, right now, we're laying the foundation in which our group is built upon. From the ground up, the most important thing of any group. If anybody would like to read it, feel free. Out loud. I'll start by asking this simple question. From the Force Sensitive to Initiate, all the way up to Padawan, essentially, we need a type of progression system that's not too hard, but also not too easy, that teaches the bare minimum of combat, our own history, and whatever else we may need. So, What do you guys think is the most important things our most basic edition members must know for us to succeed? Nobody wants to speak? Or is everybody chicken or something? Or does nobody understand what I'm talking about?
How about discipline?
Okay.
Is there like a strict standard for that for trainings? It doesn't seem like
There
there
should
is.
be. There should be, indeed. Now, if there isn't one, how can we go about adding it? Plus, for the initiate ranks or the low rank, do we want to go too hard on them or do we want to go too soft on them? It's all about finding the
We don't
balance.
like super hard, but
Okay. Now, you all have an opportunity to speak up and talk freely, so we can all work on this together. If you wish to show ambition to ascend in your ranks, now is the time.
We have to set
Okay?
requirements